Okay, are you ready?
Okay,
do you
ready?
Want to do the beginning part, or
you want to do the beginning part, or
are you saying what I'm saying?
Are you saying what I'm saying?
Are you saying what I'm
Are
saying?
you saying what I'm saying? I'm
Hey!
sorry. Hey!
Welcome to SnackDown.
Welcome to SnackDown.
I'm Justin, and this is
Andy.
Yeah, and this is a food episode. This is gonna be a good one.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so I've put out in front of Andy. I mean, this is not the real purpose of it, but we've got some fried chicken, we've got some onion rings, and we've got some sweet potato fries.
Mm-hmm.
So the purpose of this is really, we're going to go back, we're going to rewind a little bit to episodes 1 and 2, where we put each other through some blind tests. So...
Yeah, but okay. Some feedback from the listeners was probably that when I went through the test, people were like, Andy, you are so stupid. And it was probably just because it was people that I know that were listening to it, but I'm going to try to be not dumb, people. So
I don't think you were that dumb.
You're my friend. Thank you.
So the purpose of this is, I have some different flavored barbecue sauces, which were actually given to me by my mom, because she's like, if I get you these, would you try them on SnackDown? I'm like, yeah. Sure. So it's kind of sponsored by moms.
Did you give her a hug afterwards?
No, I probably should have.
Dude, that's messed up.
Isn't it?
You can give her a hug right now.
Hi, Mom, hug.
Oh. Hi, Mom, hug. Wow, what a warm feeling. I'm glad you did that, Justin.
Yeah. I'm not even going to tell you, like, which ones they are. I want you to see if you can figure out what flavors there are in these barbecue sauces.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so I was looking up online, like, what do you dip in barbecue sauce? Because I feel like barbecue sauce isn't really a dippable thing. I mean, it is, but, like, it's not something that you normally go to for a dip. It's usually, like, coating ribs, or it's mixed in with,
yeah, I agree. But there's people that would...
pulled pork and...
Including myself, I would disagree with you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I dip in stuff. Yeah. But, like, when I was looking it up, it's like, oh, it goes good with pulled pork. It goes good on ribs. I'm like, well, what do you dip in it?
I'd say 50% of things that barbecue sauce goes on is because it's dipped.
Mm-hmm.
I would say per volume.
So, I mean, the number one thing, a lot of it was, like, sweet potato fries, which I'm not a huge fan of sweet potatoes in general.
Why?
I just don't like them at all.
You'd rather go with just regular fries, right?
Yeah, but I've heard good things about these fries, although I don't know if I did them right. They look kind of burnt. When you're doing fries in the oven, there's a very small line between soggy and then they're burnt.
Yeah.
So then we got onion rings, because onion rings are good for that.
Everything.
And I love onion rings.
Are good
and then we got chicken, fried chicken, because that's going to be awesome.
I'm pumped. So, okay, I'm doing a little research here, but I gotta say, on the wiki website for barbecue sauce, alternative names for barbecue sauce include spicy tomato juice. That's not a freaking name. Okay, if you live in an area that instead of calling it barbecue sauce, it also goes by spicy tomato juice, I want to hear from you. That sounds like a clamato. That sounds like a Bloody Mary at that point. That's not a barbecue sauce. Or people call it ketchup, which I disagree with again. But the main ingredients is mayonnaise, olive oil, tomato paste, or ketchup, with variation being tons of different things. Onion, liquid smoke.
I've heard that some people make barbecue sauces with grape jelly or something like that, and it's delicious.
Or like Coke, like Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm, I've heard of that too.
But we'll see. We'll see.
We got a couple different ones here, so we'll... So let's eat this. What are you going to try first? The sweet potato fry, onion ring, chicken. I might have the onion ring.
Yeah. You have the onion ring.
I already know what it is, so I'm just going to try it.
I feel like it's going to be tough to really tell what's in the barbecue sauce if I'm doing like a sweet potato fry, because it's like already going to make it a little sweet. Justin's eyes just like rolled back into his head.
I feel like it's going to be hard for you to tell anyways. At least on this one.
How dare you?
I mean, it tastes like
So what kind of answer are you looking for? Like, I'm not going to know that it's like Bailey Jim's, sweet potato.
This one's a little more subtle. Some of them have like, other flavors in it. I just wanted to see if you could kind of tell.
I'm just smelling it right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, one, it's got like a lighter brown and reddish hue to it. Would you agree? Mm-hmm. And it's definitely got some little like pepper kernels in there, or like ground up pepper. So it's heavy on the vinegar. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I don't really taste like a lot of smoke in it, but I'd say like a ketchup or tomato based sauce with like vinegar, definitely black pepper, maybe some onion. I don't taste any smoke. Do you taste any smoke?
Not too much. Wow.
Well,
that
what?
Seriously enhanced the sweet potato.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But in the end, it's still a sweet potato for you, right?
So sweet potato fries, depending on how they're seasoned and how like kind of crispy they are, I can deal with them. Like one of the things I hate about the sweet potato fry is its sweetness, and I don't like the texture. When you take a sweet potato fry, it's more salty than like the straight potato, and then crispier, so you lose that consistency of the texture. But some sweet potato fries are thick and they're like more soggy, and then it's like just sweet potato for me.
Well, all the rest of these, like typical French fries and onion rings and chicken, are just vessels for friedness. You know what I mean? Sweet potatoes are like, it's not like a good like base, you know? It's its own thing, which makes it good for a lot of people, including myself. I like sweet potato fries.
But do you have that like Thanksgiving dinner with sweet potatoes that has like the brown sugar in it?
Oh, yeah. Do you like that?
I hate it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why don't you just treat it like a dessert, really?
But something about the sweet potato, it just makes me gag. Like, I do not like sweet potato at all.
Is someone just leaving it like real lumpy for you?
I don't know.
Are they leaving the skins on it? Are they leaving the skins on it?
Like, I cannot eat squash.
I hear you about squash.
That's a big texture thing. But
that's
like,
a big texture thing.
But like the flavor of it too. My whole life, squash and sweet potatoes, I just have a very hard time eating. But yeah, these sweet potato fries are good. Someone at work told me, I was like, sweet potato fries, I probably should try it because that's the number one thing. And they say to dip in barbecue sauce. And they're like, well, try to get these. They're from Wegmans and they're seasoned really well and they're good. And
so let me ask you. I gave you my thought on this barbecue sauce. Spill the beans, man.
So the main ingredient of this seasoned one is black pepper.
No, come on.
So you were right with that, though.
Yeah, but that's not like it's not the main ingredient by volume, right?
Is
oh, nice, great, okay.
This is a bourbon.
This is Williams Sonoma. Like all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Do you know what Williams Sonoma is?
I mean, I know the store,
but it's like high end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think my mom was at the Williams Sonoma store and saw this and was like,
your mom doesn't shop with the poors, does
she? No, I don't think she normally shops there. So this is a bourbon black pepper barbecue sauce.
I didn't get bourbon at all in there.
It's funny though because it says a robust barbecue sauce blended with smoky spice, which you didn't taste the smoke at all.
No.
And Kentucky bourbon. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty good. I don't really taste the smokiness.
No.
Try it on a different vessel.
Nice. All right, onion rings, here we go.
That was more like very close to a regular barbecue sauce. The other ones are like more
wacky.
But you pulled the black pepper right away.
I saw it.
You saw black pepper. I didn't really see black pepper. This looks like a dark brown ketchup to me.
Yeah.
Which is basically, I guess,
like
what
ketchup,
it is.
like classic like ketchup look, kind of wet with like some fine tomato.
It's good though.
Yeah, it is good.
Man, this is like my Achilles heel for like fried food.
All fried food?
I just love everything fried. And then like I'm a big sucker for dips. I have a huge problem of like buying... Like, my fridge will be filled with condiments, but no food. Because I love, like, buying sauces.
You could survive on that for a couple days, though.
Just eating sauce?
Yeah. I mean, your blood pressure would probably be through the roof. But, yeah, it's not good. I'm saying, like, post-apocalyptic... No, we're not getting into post-apocalyptic again. You could survive on it if you had to. I think I, like, heard in the news a couple years ago, and this is tragic, but there was, like, a 2-year-old or something that was, like, stuck in a house alone. And the kid just, like, ate ketchup. But, like, the kid survived for, like, 2 days.
Wow. Smart kid for being.
Yeah. All right. Well, that one's
next
up.
Cup there.
Next cup.
So yeah, that was a bourbon, black pepper, and it was pretty good.
Did you get bourbon out of it? I mean, I
was excited because I saw like it was the up in front and center one. It was like in the middle, and it said bourbon. And I'm like, sweet, this is gonna be good.
And didn't really pay off.
Okay, this is gonna be a fun one.
So, like, what country would you say barbecue sauce originated in?
I want to say America, but I know that's probably wrong.
I don't think you're that wrong. So they say that some of the first American colonies in the 17th century were the origin. Obviously, like, influence from...
Yeah.
You just didn't, like, create it out of nothing. I mean, it was coming from, like...
Like, we didn't instantly have a culture.
Yeah.
Our own culture in the 1700s. Right. We were a mixture.
But, like, German settlers, English, French, they all had their own little...
I wonder what it's influenced from.
Ketchup in itself was originally a fish sauce. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
From, like, Asia. So, and barbecue has a lot of tomato sauce qualities. So I don't know if it went fish sauce to the ketchup that we know and then the ketchup that we know to the barbecue, or they kind of like streamlined at some point. But interesting.
That's cool. I mean, it reminds me of like a very like southern,
right.
Like barbecuing ribs. That's what I think of when I think of it. So I think of like American tradition because that's kind of what we do with barbecue.
All right. So this one's looking a little more true brown / or light brown and yellow. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this looks like baby food.
Yeah. You guessed it already?
Oh, great. It's not actually barbecue sauce.
So I'm going to go get a paper towel. Andy, you want to tell them what we're drinking right now?
Yeah. So I'm, Justin and I don't always see eye to eye on drinks, and this is not a drink for it episode. So I'm actually drinking a Lagunitas Citrusinensis. Citrusinensis? So Citrusinensis. Oh, no. It's Citrusinensis. Actually, this episode is now sponsored by Lagunitas Citrusinensis. So it's got some blood orange juice, and then I would assume some, I'm sure, Citra hops and all that fun stuff. And then, Justin, you are drinking a double IPA from Southern Tier.
And I really like Southern Tier.
Is it crisp?
It's very good. All right, I'm going to go, since I started with the onion ring last time, I got to be consistent.
Regardless, I'm not going to do my first taste as being the sweet potato one because it's just going to throw me
Why don't you dip your finger in for your first?
Nope. I mean, I did wash my hands and all, but it's kind of hot in here, and I'm kind of sweaty, so you're not going to want, like, my sweat dip finger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so my apartment is very hot.
It's very hot.
I have air conditioning, but if I turn it on, you would all hear it. And I had the oven on earlier, too. So it was cool, but it's slowly going to be getting hotter and hotter throughout this episode. And he's just smelling
a chicken tender with the new barbecue sauce. It's got some mustard flavors to it.
This is good, though. This one's really good.
Yeah, but it's mustardy.
Just eat it.
Okay, well, dude, I'm just kind of,
eat it.
Just trying to give the listeners kind of a feel for it, rather than I'm like...
So you're smelling mustard?
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Vinegar.
Ketchup,
tomato sauce, pepper. Although I don't see any pepper, so here we go.
It's very different than the last one.
It's almost fruity, and it's got a good afterburn. Would you say?
Both of those, you're on the right track.
All right, here we go. Mustard, doesn't have to be in the title, that's fine. Mango jalapeno.
So close.
Really?
Mango habanero.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't care, man. Screw that on the pepper.
Yeah.
But I got the mango right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm a good boy.
So, yeah, this is a mango habanero barbecue sauce.
Wow. Nice, man.
Oh. I got onion rings stuck in my throat.
Wait.
Oh, there's barbecue sauce on my laptop.
We're going to start a GoFundMe for like a poncho
for the future
your laptop.
when it does explode.
No, just a poncho. I think it'll save it. For
yeah, laptop
We're gonna put
poncho.
some
Or maybe like a little tent.
Yeah.
Laptop tent?
A lap tent. No.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, can we talk about your neighbor's possible perception of us?
Yeah, so we've been wondering what my neighbors think because Andy comes in every Saturday, stops in for like 2 hours, and then leaves. And he's usually in different clothes when he leaves. Because he usually comes like dressed up. Yeah. He's usually coming from somewhere and then going to somewhere, so... And
you can never plan for the atmosphere in Justin's apartment.
And now, I mean, like, it's so hot in here, and he's wearing like a wife beater.
Just a beater.
But then
I'm an equal opportunity beater.
So he's wearing a beater, and then he came in, brought his stuff in, and then forgot something in the car, but he had already taken his collared shirt off, so we went back outside with the beater on. So he was here for 5 minutes and walked back outside. What do people think?
We should do an interview at some point.
We could do like a snack on the porch episode where we like snack with the neighbors.
Yeah. We just like scoot up with a microphone and be like, we got a couple questions for you. What do you think about what's Justin and Mai's relationship? And then
we want to get each of your opinions as to what you think goes on.
And we'll tell you if you're right.
The guy's like, you're making a podcast. I can hear you through the wall. So, do you like this one better or worse than the last one?
I like it better.
Yeah, it's more different.
I would say like the first one, you threw enough like descriptors about it, but I didn't taste the bourbon. And it wasn't overly smoky, and those were kind of like real descriptors in it. It's like, well, you kind of failed.
I like this one because I like the little bit of smokiness to it. I mean, not the smokiness. The heat to it. Yeah, I like the spiciness.
The kick.
The habanero is nice. And the mango mango habanero, I think, is something that goes well together.
What would you think that this sauce would be good on?
Yeah, because I wouldn't put this on ribs, I don't think.
Or steak.
And I wouldn't put it on pulled pork.
It would be like a white meat, like chicken. I think it would be like really good on chicken.
It would be really good. Like a chicken sandwich, I could see it on. I could see it
sandwich. Or like even just like a nice like grilled chicken.
Mm-hmm. I could see it on a burger too. Like depending on what else is on the burger. But I think it's really good in this context. Like dipping it in this.
I think you could go burger, this sauce, a slice of avocado, a tomato, and then bun. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
That would work. On a hot day. I'm just messing with you.
I could see this with like some pepper jack cheese.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Well, let's hit the...
this is so good.
You like it, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, don't... we can revisit these, but let's get to the third one.
Yeah, let's get to the third one.
You almost grabbed your beer like you were going to add barbecue sauce to it.
Maybe.
That's like when I was...
heat to my beer.
Oh my gosh, that looks like bean. It kind of has a real lumpy consistency. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to like analyze it on a chicken tender. Let me just take a quick peek at it.
You want to smell it? In the cup, see the legs? You want to see the legs of it?
Yeah, let's see the legs.
I am putting these barbecue sauces in my classic
the same
cups
smoky gray.
Because I don't have like little dishes for sauces.
Little Pyrex.
So I just put them in our cups.
Oh, this is nice. This is sweet and smoky. It's kind of got like a molasses and then maybe an applewood smoke to it.
On the right track. And you're just smelling it. You haven't even tried it yet.
Nice, man. How'd you think I was going to do on this?
I don't know.
I mean, like, you kind of set these things up.
You're pretty good with, like, food, though. You're better with food, I think, than
whiskey?
With whiskey. Like,
I'm so not versed with whiskey, and I think it's because I don't think I'm willing to spend, like, $60 on, like, a bottle of scotch. You know what I mean? Or
like that's why. Like, I just spend a lot of my money on whiskey, so
I'm going for, like, low-hanging fruit. So it's got some like pepper. It's almost like an herb that's like kind of diced because it's kind of square when I'm like looking at your smoked glasses.
Take a taste and then tell me.
Molasses, applewood, onion. Final answer.
This is sweet onion applewood barbecue sauce.
Holy shit! Oh my god, that's so awesome. Seriously? Oh man. Dude, can we make this the first episode? Can we take back the tides?
Just 11 episodes, 12 episodes, you've refined your palate quite a bit.
Holy shit, dude, that was pretty good.
Yeah, I think you got all of them pretty well. Because the first one
was dumb.
I mean, the first one's like bourbon smoked, which like a lot of things that are bourbon.
It's very generic.
Yeah, a lot of things that are bourbon flavored. It's very hard to tell. I think it's more to get people like me to buy it. But you got the black pepper, and then you got mango jalapeno. You were just a little off. This one you got perfect. Onion applewood.
Did you think you were going to get me on this one?
I thought this one would be harder. Like, I thought earlier you'd be able to get it, but then once you did the first one, and then the second one, I was like, oh, this one's kind of generic too, because it's like applewood smoked. I was like, it's just a smoky flavor. You went right, you're like immediate.
Yeah, so
you got the applewood just from smelling it.
So applewood has in my opinion, applewood kind of has that generic smoked flavor, whereas hickory, I think, is like more aggressive in terms of smokiness. Would you agree? Or you have no idea?
I have no idea about smoking. Like, I've never really compared smokes. Like, if I bought this, applewood smoked, cool, I'd eat it. I have nothing to compare it to. And then later, a month from now, I'd eat something hickory smoked, and I wouldn't remember what the applewood smoke tastes like. Mm-hmm. So, like, I've never really been able to tell the difference.
So applewood is vastly different than hickory. So apple has a very mild with a subtle sweetness, which I don't think you're necessarily going to get. Fruity flavor, also don't think you're going to get. But it's mild. It's just like that generic sort of
This is hickory
mild.
You're talking about?
This is applewood.
Oh, applewood. So applewood smoking is mild and sweet?
I wouldn't even add sweet to it.
I think my mind is thinking sweet because it says apple.
I think most of them have a slightly maybe sweet flavor. Mm-hmm. Hickory reminds me, the best descriptor actually would be bacon. So this says sweet yet strong bacon flavor. It can be pungent, but can add a nice strong flavor to just about all meat cuts. That's not really that descriptive. I bet the best way for you to kind of like dive into like what would be that applewood versus hickory, we're going to have a bacon episode.
We're going to have to. So now that you had all three,
yeah,
which one's your favorite?
So my ranking would be, I would do this last one, the sweet onion applewood, with a nice like steak or pork. I don't typically do pork on the grill, but if I like slow roasted something with pork, I think that'd be good for ribs. I think that'd be a good flavor for ribs. And then certainly second place would be the mango habanero for like a light chicken or something like that. Mm. And then, I mean, number 3 would be certainly the first one that we did. It's not that there was anything wrong with it. It was just barbecue sauce, I could open that up at like a McDonald's, in my dipping sauce and like not just be like, oh wow. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be like taken back by it. It would just be kind of like, oh, okay, it's barbecue sauce, So that'd be my order. What about you?
So I really liked the mango habanero.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that my number 1, but then I'm thinking like in terms of barbecue sauce, like if I wanted something with barbecue sauce on it, I think I would take the applewood one as a barbecue sauce because it's more barbecue sauce flavored. I think the mango habanero is more narrow in what you can use it for.
Right. It is.
So like out of these flavors today, dipping with what we have, the chicken, the onion rings, and the sweet potato fries, like as a dip, I like the mango habanero.
Okay.
And then the applewood, and then the first one. But if I'm going to buy a barbecue sauce that I want to use on a bunch of different things, like if I was going to make ribs or pulled pork or make a barbecue, whatever, I think the best barbecue sauce here is the applewood smoked.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That. I wish I had a list of like where the types of smokiness comes from, and I wish we did have hickory today. I wish we had like some sort of, and I'm not sure if hickory would be incorporated into a barbecue sauce as just being like, oh, it's just a barbecue sauce. I think it's like such an upfront and strong effect of smokiness that it would have to be like considered like a liquid smoke or like or a true strong smokiness. So
what's a liquid smoke? Did we talk about that in the smoke episode? I don't think we did. We did hot smoke, cold smoke.
Well, no,
we talked about liquid smoke.
Not liquid smoke. I guess liquid smoke is actually something that you can add. It's like liquefied smoky flavor that you can just add to stuff.
That's really weird.
It's very bizarre. I don't think I would add it to anything. I'd be like, let's actually like smoke it or not, you know? Mm-hmm. Let's not mess around with that. This is crazy. You can get like a smoke box though. Did you know that? You know what I'm talking about? So
like a smoke machine. I used to use that when we played shows.
You knew that you were trolling. You're like, it's my turn now. I'm disappointed in you, Justin.
So smoke box?
So you can get like a smoke box. So you don't have to necessarily like have a smoker or anything like that. You can soak chips, wood chips, and then you can put them in the smoke box that might like just kind of like lay over, say, like a gas grill, or like the gas elements on a grill, or maybe even off to the side on like a charcoal grill. And it'll still kind of like smoke up, and then it'll still add a smokiness to your whatever you're cooking. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to go like full smoke. You don't have to go full charcoal. You can still get like a level of smokiness that you're not going to find otherwise in like a gas grill. Are you going for the sweet potato? It's good, huh?
This one was a really crispy one.
Were you starting to tell me that like some people recommended a specific brand of sweet potato fries?
So this is Alexia. It's a brand that they sell at Wegmans. Because I was like, I don't know, sweet potato fries, I don't really like them. And she's like, get the ones from Wegmans because this certain brand, they're seasoned really nice.
Who was telling you this? A coworker?
Yeah, someone I work with. Her name's Marilyn.
A listener?
Shout out to Marilyn.
Marilyn! What's up, Marilyn?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll have Marilyn on at some point?
Maybe, yeah. It's probably hard because she has like a newborn, kind of newborn. I guess it's like 6 months.
I see we have the newborn on.
5 months.
Hey, newborn, what's your favorite snack?
No. She suggested that we do a baby food episode because she thought it would be really helpful for her to know which baby foods. But that would mean we have to eat baby food. But if we had her on, then she'd have to eat it too.
Try it together.
She'd have to eat it too, and the baby could eat it.
We don't have to get like creepy and wear like bibs or anything, do we?
I mean, I guess not.
They're like, what do you do? What do you do for Saturday?
Putting on that bibs and eating the baby food.
Get that babe going.
So out of the things we're dipping, the chicken, the onion rings, and the sweet potato fries, what's your favorite?
In general, or out of these specific ones?
Out of these specific ones.
I'd say the chicken. I don't know, like the onion rings are fine. These are kind of like breaded onion rings. Mm-hmm. I like a true like batter dipped onion ring.
I mean, there's only so much you can do in an oven.
I know. So chicken tenders, then onion rings, then the sweet potato fries.
These are good sweet potato fries, though, actually.
Yeah. Sometimes things surprise you, Justin. Like gin.
That was surprising. Those are great drinks last week.
Can I say? Can I shout out our boy Marcus? We are going to do an episode, but we want to make it for the right time with a guest and really have some fun with it because he sent us some really boozy booze. He sent us some high volume or high ABV beer and sent us some snacks. So God bless you, Marcus, from Netherlands. I mean, you were the best Dutchman I've ever known.
It's going to be our first overseas snack, so we're pretty excited about it.
And hopefully not the last.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, if you're listening to this and you live across the pond, send a package our way.
Yeah, like Vietnam. Just no weird stuff. No too weird stuff. So,
yeah.
Okay, go for it. Go send it, and I'll just kind of like fake another ailment so I get out of, getting the weirdest one. I'm serious about the egg thing.
We all have questions about that.
Talk to my wife about it. Talk to Kaylin about it.
Cool, yeah, so that's going to be coming up.
If I'm lying about it, I've sacrificed too many omelets because I love omelets. Mm-hmm. Especially, what's your favorite omelet? You're the perfect omelet. You get to heaven, God's like, oh my gosh, Justin, I just made you an omelet. And you're like, oh my gosh, what is it?
I don't eat a lot of omelets. I'd say, do you have Eggs Benedict, God?
Really?
Yeah, I love Eggs Benedict.
So the first thing that you do is question God.
Isn't that everyone when they meet God? Isn't that what they say? Like, when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask blank. Anyways, if I was going to choose an omelet, it'd probably be bacon and cheese. But if eggs are in the question at all, I'm sure it's just as easy for God to snap his fingers and give me Eggs Benedict than it is.
Who says he snaps his fingers? I think that's probably kind of like a fairy tale thing.
But, I mean, it's cool, though. I'm sure you could.
It is cool. Like,
and the sound would play, too. It would be like... Ring.
Oh, nice. Can you, like, put that in there? Cool.
So that's what it would sound like when God snapped his fingers and gave us omelets.
So I gotta say, mine would probably be something with salmon. Anything with smoked salmon in it, I'm game for. Maybe like a smoked salmon, then maybe a cream cheese, and then maybe a chive. Maybe not a chive. But definitely smoked salmon.
Are you talking for breakfast?
I'm talking about an omelet specifically.
I know, but like, would you eat smoked salmon omelet for breakfast?
I would eat it any time of the day if someone gave it to me and if it didn't make me feel awful.
I feel like smoked salmon. I feel like fish in general is not a breakfast food. We had bagels. We had bagels and cream cheese at work, and one of them was like a salmon cream cheese.
Yeah.
And my boss was like raving about it, and I'm like, no.
Tell that to the Jewish community. Hey, Jewish community, if you are listening, Justin doesn't like lox for breakfast, so please shout him out.
Yeah, it was a lox cream cheese. That's what it was. Yeah.
I just had one. There's a place called Bagel Grove in Utica, and I had it's like a lox spread, which is like, it's definitely cream cheese. And then, do you know the difference between lox and like a smoked salmon? I think lox is just brined. It's like not even really smoked. It's just brined.
I thought lox is like when they raise and lower the water level.
Justin, you're like killing it with the eye rollers today. It's usually me, and you're just like, God, I'm just going to keep talking to make him shut up and just keep the flow going. But dude, you're killing it, man. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to Albany, actually.
What are you going to do in Albany?
Seeing family. So, like, my family lives, like, all over the place. Like, some of them are in Boston, some of them are in Albany, some of them are in New Jersey. So, like, my uncles.
Does everyone show up to Albany, typically?
Yeah, everyone kind of meets in Albany. It's kind of like a center spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to go to Balloon Fest. So
you're going in like less than an hour.
Yeah, very soon. But yeah, we're going to go check out some like hot air balloons and have some beer and have some fried food, have some more fried food.
It's on my bucket list to go up in a hot air balloon.
Oh, really?
I wanted to.
All right, Justin, let's do it. We're going to have a scrapbook eventually.
Yeah.
It's just going to be you and me like eating fondue or like having like champagne on a We'll like leave it outside of your apartment door, and then the neighbors can just check it.
Mm-hmm. This is what's going on.
You wanted to know.
Sipping cocktails and eating fondue. And...
Well, cool. I think we have any sponsors this week.
Williams Sonoma.
No, they're not a sponsor. I'm not even going to give them.
Moms everywhere.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, growing up, like they're the number one provider of snacks.
Yeah,
you're not buying snacks at 10.
I gotta tell you, it was like 50-50, but my mom had more variety in the snacks. My dad, he was a big like cheese and cracker guy or a peanut butter and cracker guy, and he would just sit and just like eat a whole sleeve and just like get some like sharp cheddar. So he'd like make like 5 or 10 and then like just kind of be like slowly picking away at it. And you could kind of, so he was always good for that. So that was his like go-to snack. But absolutely, like moms everywhere, like ants on a log. So this has been a nice episode of SnackDown. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, so we had a bourbon black pepper. Andy got the black pepper part. Then we had a mango habanero. Andy got the that's the double X IPA I'm drinking.
That is.
Mango habanero. Andy got the mango part, and it was close with the jalapeno.
I don't know the difference between jalapeno and habanero. Do you?
Yeah, they're different pepper.
Yeah, would you be able to like tell the difference in the context of even just eating the peppers separately?
I think so.
Really?
I have jalapenos in the fridge if you want to try one.
Nope. I'm not a big heat guy, as you know.
I don't know. Like this doesn't taste like if it's jalapeno, I can definitely taste the jalapeno taste. Like it has a certain flavor to it besides the heat that I can taste.
Okay.
Although I've never had like a habanero pepper. Like, I've had habanero, like, in this sense, like, flavoring.
Right.
But, I mean, I've had jalapeno pieces.
Would you have been able to call out the type of pepper in that sauce? It's tough, because you already saw all the names for it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Probably not.
You probably wouldn't have said jalapeno.
I would have either said habanero or cayenne, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I just kind of went with, like, a spicy pepper.
Sweet onion applewood. I cannot believe you got the applewood, because, like I said, I'm not big on...
Dude... Nailed it.
Yeah, you got that.
Let's just be clear. I didn't see any of these. Okay, for the record, people are going to come at me on Discord and social media and Instagram. I'm like, oh, Andy, you knew. No, folks, I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Because I think
I will defend my name.
Like when we did the whiskey episode.
Yep.
Andy knew Scotch, bourbon, rye, and he was just trying to decide between them.
Yes.
This one, Andy had no idea, because I think if you had seen them, it would be so obvious. Like, especially the habanero one, it would be like, well, that's mango habanero.
Right.
And then you would have been able to taste the applewood smoke.
Really, with the onion, the huge tip-off was the visual of this square piece of something, like a fleck of something. It's not that like they were putting like fresh onion in there. they were putting like onion flakes in there.
Yeah.
So I could see it. So I was like, okay, well, it's kind of got like a little vinegary and a slight, I don't know what. But can you see it?
I see it now,
Hold it
yeah.
up to the light.
There are a couple chunks.
But they're square, right?
I didn't see it before.
Pepper's not going to do that.
That's not square.
Dude, hold that smoky up to the light.
Hold that smoky.
Over to the golf course. Some of them were.
But yeah, they're little they're kind of like white though.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I like deserve like a title or like a belt or something like that. Mm-hmm. The barbecue belt, maybe? Oh, I forgot to tell you. So like there's different types of barbecue and they're all kind of coming up from tradition, but there's a certain type, there's like a barbecue sauce that kind of bucks all tradition and is just meant to win competitions, and it's called competition barbecue sauce. Like that's like a style, I guess.
Really?
I know a guy who's
Like there's multiple brands of competition.
not brands, but I guess like the overall style would be competition. Like you are trying to win, and you're kind of breaking tradition in terms of like, you know, regions, and you think of like the Southeast as kind of like kind of sweet and smoky and barbecuey. You know, barbecuey to describe barbecue.
It's barbecuey.
Tell me about Justin. Oh, he's pretty Justin-y. And then like you think of like, and then you think of like Texas as being like
Texas-y.
kind of like mesquite, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then like maybe like, you know, Tennessee and Kentucky as being like hickory or something like that. I mean, I'm just making it up, but
I have no idea.
I think Texas is mesquite though.
We should do an episode.
You're right there.
No.
Should I call a doctor?
We should do an episode comparing different types of smoking. Like mesquite, that's a type of smoking?
Mesquite's a type of wood.
It is?
It's a style of wood. Yeah. I don't think it's necessary. I don't know if it's a mesquite tree.
I've never seen like mesquite smoked.
You're like, I got stung by a mesquite. So mesquite is a common name for several plants in the genus Prosopis, which is containing over 40 species of small leguminous trees. They're native to the southwestern United States and Mexico. But like that would be, so that's a picture of like a mesquite style tree. Yeah, but it's like, you know, it kind of looks like it's like semi-arid. You know, it's not something you're going to find in like upstate New York. So, but you'll find applewood.
What are the common woods? Like applewood, obviously, hickory. I've seen mesquite.
Yep. Alder.
Can you smoke on like oak or pine or no?
I wouldn't do pine.
I've never seen that smoked.
No.
Chestnut.
You typically shouldn't burn pine in like a closed place. Like you shouldn't burn pine like in a wood stove. In, you know, the tar is too high. It just gets really smoky and nasty. And I don't think it would smoke well.
It seems like the things that you build with, you don't cook with.
No, because I don't know. Pine's kind of a soft wood too, you know? So I wouldn't do that. Maple? Yeah, I think maybe maple. Oak? I don't know. You're going to die, dude.
It's like a piece of onion.
No. Just because you like kind of see the onion now, like don't pull that
onion
on
from
me.
the onion ring.
Oh, okay. Don't. Yeah. Okay, Justin, we get it. You see
a non-square onion stuck in my throat.
Let me just see, because I think maple's certainly on there. Yeah, hickory, maple, mesquite, pecan. Are you a pecan or pecan guy?
It's pecans.
Stop it.
Pecans.
Are you messing with me?
I feel like to say pecan, you have to like raise your pinky and like
seriously,
have like a white wig.
You call it pecan?
Pecans. What do you call caramel? Caramel.
This is an age-old question between me and my wife. Actually, so I call it caramel. Mm-hmm. It's a hard caramel when the caramel is hard, right? And it's a caramel when the caramel is soft.
So by putting caramel into the freezer, you make it caramel?
I think it has maybe more to do with the amount of milk that's involved. I think once you add more milk, it becomes softer, right? It's like broken up. It's not just like a bunch of like condensed caramelized sugar.
So you call them pecans?
Pecan. I'm
so
dead serious.
So they're pecan sandies? That's what you call them? You don't call them pecan sandies?
You call them pecan sandies?
That's what they're called.
Well,
there's no way it's a pecan sandy.
You call it a pecan pie?
Yeah, I don't call it pecan pie. Do you?
Yeah.
You call it pecan pie?
Yeah.
No.
I'm dead serious. Do you have an aunt or an aunt?
I use both.
Oh, okay.
I use both.
All right. The man's got ethics now. No, you're a little choosy now.
I used to use aunt a lot when I was younger, and then I think I got made fun of. Because people were like,
just like you're making fun of me? Just like you're making fun of me?
Basically, yeah.
You see how you're
switched over to
perpetuating
aunt.
that? Yeah.
Because I was always like, an ant's something that crawls on the ground. It's not something that I'm related to.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's an aunt.
Yeah. And then people beat you up. And shoved your
Like,
pulled
okay,
your
it's an
underwear
ant.
over your-
It's like, instead of saying uncle, you're saying aunt.
Well, wow, that went on. We were like wrapping up like 10 minutes ago.
We were.
Sorry, 3 minutes ago. I'm going to keep saying different types of minutes.
So,
4 minutes ago.
real quick.
7 minutes ago. Okay.
So we rated our barbecue sauces.
Rated R.
in this context, as a dip, I'm going mango first, then the applewood, then the bourbon, and you went applewood, mango, bourbon.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Although as a dip, I think the mango can kind of rise a little higher, just because we had kind of light fare with it. But yeah, I mean, I think it would be good. I think they would all be decent besides the mango in terms of like ribs.
And then you went chicken onion ring.
Chicken onion ring sweet potato. Yeah, sweet potato is so detracting from like the actual barbecue flavor. I don't think it's a good like tasting flavor.
It's interesting
It's
because
not
that was
neutral.
number one thing suggested to dip in barbecue sauce.
Was it your friend?
No, this was online.
Oh, okay.
But I think I like the onion ring and the sweet potato fry better than chicken, because the chicken I use, it's oven chicken, so it's not like fried chicken tenders from like a restaurant. You know what I mean? Which if it was, it would probably be the best.
Yeah, but it was a good tasting medium.
It's true. It's more subtle than these.
Yeah,
These have like a kind of like a salty, flavorful.
Yeah. So, anyway, well, this has been an episode of...
Someone upstairs is just jumping up and down.
Yeah, they're jumping up and down for our barbecue guesses.
And he did a very good job.
Thank you. I had no idea going into this.
I feel like last night you were like prepping yourself.
No,
like,
I wasn't.
Kaylin, you're like blindfolded and Kaylin's like giving you
Quiz
everything
me!
from the kid.
I like get done with like one round of it, and I'm like, my sweat's like beating off my brow. And I'm just
You
like,
get like 3 wrong in a row and you like flip the table. And, like,
and then I'm like, again. No, I really like, I'm not the barbecue man in my family. If I'm like dipping something, it's ketchup.
Okay, cool. Thanks for listening today. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can find this episode and others like it on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you get your podcasts. And you can go to our website at www.
Do it again.
I do that every time.
I know. You just shorten. You're lazy.
Or you can go to our website at www.snackdownpod.com.
Yeah, but you can't find us on. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Last FM, Apple Podcasts, obviously,
Stitcher,
Applewood Smoked Podcast,
Castwood,
Castbox, Smokebox.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, Barbecues United.
Yeah.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
For the barbecue episode, you and I wore pure white shirts, both of us.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I didn't spill on myself.
I didn't intend on doing that. I had 3 shirts, so like a long sleeve shirt, not happening on a day like this. A blue shirt, which I ended up with, but I'm just not wearing because it's so hot in here. And then a white shirt. I'm like, I'm not going with that, but I did technically go with that. And kind of wearing a beater and just trying out barbecues is like pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'm just amazed that neither of us. I mean, we didn't spill. Did you spill?
No, I don't think so.
So there's still white?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
All right, we'll catch you later. Thank you for listening, and
yeah, and if you guys, just a reminder, if you guys have suggestions, shoot us a message.
Yeah, snack you later. Oh my God.
Bye.
Go snack yourself.
Go snack yourself.
Is that good? Should we do that?
It's like a...
It's a little aggressive.